all day. Money, power, respect. 3 the hard way.
What up, world? What up, YouTube? Welcome back. I want to welcome all the newcomers to the 3 the Hard Way TV show. Y'all be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to hit that bell for future notifications for future shows so you get them first. On today's show, we got the beautiful Jasmine ducked off at work. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm doing funny. So.
And we got my cousin in the building, Freddie B. What's happening, family? Yeah. All the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, got the boy Brandon and my brother from Arizona. Hey, look, we all over the world: Chicago, Arizona, Milwaukee, North Carolina, and Mississippi. Woo! Hey, bro, 3 the Hard Way TV, baby.
Yeah, we covering all corners of the U.S.
Let me sip this Hennessy before we get started, baby.
Yes.
Okay. On today's show, we're talking about Starbucks. If you missed it, I'm gonna give you a brief rundown. A couple of Starbucks employees was wearing some merchandise, some face masks, some T-shirts, things of that sort that supported the Black Lives Matter movement. Starbucks came out, told those employees that was against company policy. Starbucks has since retracted that order for the employees and said that it's now okay for them to wear anything that says and shows support for Black Lives Matter, including face masks, T-shirts, etc. And not only can they wear it, they will be providing them with Black Lives Matter gear and things of that nature to wear to show support for our black ass. Hey, oh no. I got my opinion on it. I got my opinion on it. Motherfucker might not like it, so I'm gonna wait, man. We gonna start.
Starbucks.
Yeah. Who wanna go first?
I go first.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Well, I think we still shouldn't, as black people, still shouldn't even mess with them, just off the strength that they said in the first place. Like, how is that company policy wearing a T-shirt, that says Black Lives Matter on there? Now, if it said all lives matter, if it said whatever, it wouldn't have been a problem. So, I think they should get touched.
Oof.
Do Starbucks employees wear aprons? I don't go to Starbucks, so I'm trying to think.
I think some of them do, but I'm almost certain that they I see 90% of them because I go in there a couple times. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, my man.
Freddie B.
No. Good evening to the show, man. Host of 3 the Hard Way TV to all of my black people. I just think, guys, it's just a new era. I think we're so miseducated that we as black people, and I'm gonna get to the Starbucks issue, but let me just break the ribbon on being black again. How they have make America great again. Let's come up with being black again. BBA, being black again. I think black people have found. I think black people don't know who they are. When you said, well, hey, they're gonna wear Black Lives Matter for our black ass. Why not? We're part of human nature. We didn't create ourselves. We didn't wake up and choose black. And Starbucks are in alignment with with the rest of these corporations, because now it's the eyes. Everyone sees it, Dion. Everyone sees it. Everyone sees it. We're living in a time where we have information, and information is catching up with experience. Everyone sees it, guys. if you see that Donald Trump just recently came out yesterday, because I told you guys, I'm in Mississippi, Black Mecca. I haven't picked up the news. I haven't picked up any politics. And I'm having a bubble bath in a cigar, and I see that Donald Trump is going to have a pep rally on June 10th in the middle of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Black Wall Street was destroyed. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? And I commend those companies and I commend those states like Mississippi who took down a Confederate flag today. I seen them take down a Confederate flag at Walmart literally as I walked out. And it's a new change, guys. Educate yourself about what's about to happen. You know, it's not orthodox anymore. We're about to get what we deserve. And Starbucks should retreat, and Starbucks should give it to the Black communities. And so all these other franchises, because we're tired of being disenfranchised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Jasmine. Oh, you had something to say, real?
Go
Okay,
ahead, Jazz.
Well, I kind of have mixed feelings about it because even at my job, they don't want the Confederate flag on your uniform or, Black Lives Matter. I guess it's just to appeal to everybody. But I mean, I can understand why they would retract and now offer it because they get face a lot of backlash. But I don't know, that when we had our meeting, they said that it's kind of like affiliation. Someone can look at it as like a gang affiliation, even though the message is saying Black Lives Matter, but how it could be viewed upon, So we can't wear that, and then same as people can't wear the Confederate flag and stuff like that. Everything has to be neutral and customer friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll make.
I'm going before you. I'm going before
Go
you.
ahead.
Will. Okay. Now, this is my stance on it. I 100% agree with Starbucks, right? I 100% agree with them with the first thing where they said nobody could wear it. Now, I get it. I'm Black. Okay? But at the same time, Starbucks is a job. I work a job too. Politics is not allowed in my job. Black Lives Matter, to me, well, not to me, but to them, it's probably going to be viewed as a political move. They got Starbucks, the CEOs and shit like that, they looking at it like, hey, look, I got Republicans that buy coffee. Some of them are Black. I got Democrats that buy coffee. I got Ku Klux Klan motherfuckers that buy coffee. The average cup of coffee in Starbucks is like $6, right? Just say nobody's gonna drink a cup of coffee every morning. You're gonna miss some days. But let's just say on average, somebody buys 300 days, they go on Starbucks and buy a coffee for $6. Do you think Starbucks wants to lose that customer because somebody wants to wear Black Lives Matter shit? Now, I don't disagree with them that they retracted, but at the same time, when they first put it out there, I understood it's a job, man. You can't do what you want to do in somebody else's establishment. Now, if it was your coffee shop and you had on a Black Lives Matter shirt, fine, but you work for someone else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
But when they came back and said they did what they did, my only problem with them retracting it is they said they're going to provide gear, right? Who's making money off that Black Lives Matter merchandise?
They are.
That's my problem.
Then,
Who's buying that shit? Who's profiting off of it? So that's the only reason why I call bullshit on it. You should have stuck
I don't
with
see
what
it should be a
they should
problem.
have stuck with what they said. They should have stuck with what they said because the second move to me looked like it was just a money grab.
I don't see what the problem is because everybody got a "Let's Make America Great Again" T-shirt on and shit, and hats on and shit. And
You can't wear it at my job.
You can't wear that shit. They can't wear that shit at
No.
Starbucks.
You know,
You have to
so
be neutral. A customer is
I
different.
mean,
If you
I mean,
serving the
I mean,
people, you
I
got a
mean,
commercial.
I mean, and I'm gonna let my brother from Arizona get in on this because I haven't seen him in a while. How you doing, brother? But
What's up?
I
What's
just
up?
want to understand what Donald Trump says to me, Dion, and we're flesh and blood. We're flesh and blood. What does it mean when it says Mega loves black people? What does that mean to me? I mean, why when it comes to black, why does it have to be so highlighted and so dissected and so gringery? Like why does it have to
That's what this company was built on. This country sells the news to other countries, right? They
Yeah.
portray these white motherfuckers came up with black on black violence. What
Yeah.
fucking sense does that make?
That-
White
that
is
don't-
white on white violence. You never heard a motherfucker say white on white violence.
Right.
So why does the term black on black violence exist? You know what I'm saying? It's propaganda. You wanna stir up shit, make people feel scared. Motherfuckers come to Chicago from out of town. Chicago is bad, but Chicago is also great. So you got white motherfuckers downtown, they see my black ass. I ain't never been to jail, I don't got a felony, I don't got a misdemeanor, nothing. But they gonna look at me and say, oh, there
Yeah.
goes one of those black guys.
Yeah. And
And he's from
because
Chicago.
and because perception is a paintbrush. You know, perception is a paintbrush. And with any misinformation, I can paint you out to be any type of way. And America needs to stop it, Dion. I mean, it's just time out. It's no different from the NFL saying about the Colin Kaepernick situation. It's no different than them highlighting and separating us. And that's where the major malfunction lies. You have some people that's not educated, like me, you, and this brother, and this sister that's on this thing. You have some people that goes through life really trying to figure out how to do checks and balances. You know, we're fortunate to be the slave in the sense of their mind to pick up the book, the one that stays in the house. You know how my brother and sister look at me? They look at me as the house slave because I know how to say ordinary, jickery-dairy. You know what I'm saying? And they can't, you know, because I know about Starbucks and I know about the Lindsey Grahams of the South Carolinas and the Mitch McConnells who've been having a George Floyd effect on this country for a long time, brother. We're talking a bigger, better spectrum where they can economically enslave us, where they can hold our brothers and sisters in chain. And Starbucks have to roll back the carpet. It's not about the $6 carpet. It's coffee. It's about they don't want them to know that you don't matter to them at all.
Right.
Go ahead, Rick.
Okay, so I got a few points on the Starbucks thing. So the first thing I'm gonna say is I kind of piggyback on what you were saying. I agree. Starbucks is a private company, and they can make any rules they want to. They have some in a rule book, in a hand manual, where it said that that no one is allowed to wear any clothing that's advocate for political, religious, or personal issue beliefs, which is okay. Like I say, when you work for somebody, you got to follow the rules, right? But I don't shop at Starbucks. I've probably been in there a couple of times. But Starbucks support Pride and Pride Fest. They sell Pride gift cards. They sell Pride pins. They let the employees wear Pride pins when that time come around. So these corporations and stuff like Starbucks, they support what they want. They pick and choose what they want to because, look, it's not a gang of people against Pride, right? People are accepting of that. But when it comes to a black and white thing and black people becoming higher on the totem pole, everybody tend to be against it. One thing I say about the reason why they retracted that statement, let's not get this twisted. They retracted that statement for one reason. Starbucks is set to close 400 stores this year. By the end of this year, they're going to close 400 stores. So if they alienate themselves from the black population, what happened?
Yeah.
They go close more stores, right? So they know either way it go, it was an outrage statement. Like, okay, they gonna be outraged, we gonna be outraged. But people starting to take a look at what happened with Nike. after Colin Kaepernick did what he did and white people burned Nike stuff, what happened to Nike? They stock jumped
stock
up
went
$2
up.
billion, right? So black people, we tend to support who go come behind us. We go show our support. Because if them white people stop going and we say, oh, Starbucks supporting us, we go double down and go to Starbucks. But the
But now we know we ain't.
But the problem is we got to stop being tricked, right? So this stuff these companies doing is the oldest trick, right? They say one thing and then they
do
trick us
another.
to do another thing, right? Oh, we don't support Black Lives Matter. Y'all better not wear their hair, which is okay if y'all wear uniforms. But then y'all turn around and say, oh, wait a minute, let's support that, right? We know that Caucasian people did the same thing to the natives. They slaughtered them on Thanksgiving, right? And what they do, they trick them to put their weapons down and stuff. We gonna have this big feast, fed them and killed them. That's the same thing they doing to us. All these corporations all of a sudden are screaming Black Lives Matter. Because who got the spending power in the United States? We do. We spend the most money in the United States on
Yes.
right? So what do? They look at it. Yeah, white people spend money too, but white people more frugal with their money. We tend to go all out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, somebody might go to Starbucks and buy a $6 coffee, right? That might be a white person. Like
300 days.
Look, 300 days, that's $1,800. But you know what black people going there buying? Those pink drinks for fucking $7 and $8 and $9. The big ones, $10 drinks all the time. The green ones. So
And a donut. A donut with it.
Hey, hold on. Them old-fashioned donuts, fire as hell. Bro, them bitches so fire. Go ahead, bro.
And they know, you know what I'm saying, you can't cut your biggest profit dollar. And they know if white people bailed out on them and we felt like they were supporting us, we gonna come right behind them. We go double down. You know what? We gotta keep Starbucks open. Starbucks did that play for one move, man. They closing stores already, just like the rest. And they look at it like, how can we keep these dollars coming in? Because they knew if they alienated it like that, it was over, right? To me, it's like, I don't care if they can wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. That don't mean shit to me. Some people treating this shit like a trend. Like you see all these companies right now, all these companies coming out right now. We pledging $25 million for Black Lives Matter. So what though? What do you play? Like, how's that helping us? What are you doing with the money? That's what we want to know.
Bro,
all these companies jumping out saying, yeah.
If they really want to prove something to us, I've seen several ideas. Now, you was talking about the pledge, and so we're gonna pick back up there when I'm done. But I wanted to say that I saw several people come out with several things. I saw one person say every single black person in America, even if it's a baby, should get $365,000 in reparations. I've seen another person say it should be $1 million. This includes Bob Johnson and several other people, right? Now, all of this donating, and I'm gonna pledge this, and I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna take this down. Look, bro, just give us the fucking money. Don't tell me that you're going to donate this. You're gonna open this center. Fuck that shit, okay?
But if they give us
me
the
that
money,
check.
if you don't know how to spend the money, it's gonna go right back to them.
And I was just gonna say, they already know that if they give it's 44 million black people in America. If they gave out $44 million, that's it. To every black person, gave every black person $1 million.
Imagine that.
They already know within the first year they're gonna get half that fucking money back. They already know it.
Well, right. Remember I was telling you that a couple weeks ago. I'm like, that's how they could settle this, right? Because realistically, no matter what they do, until they write us for what they did financially, because really what they did outside of racism, they set us back financially, right? So the wealth gap between us is so far apart, we can never catch up. So it's just
never catch up.
We can never. We always playing catch up. People say, "Oh, well, black people are going to school and becoming this," but we graduate in the same degrees, but we getting different pace. So that's the only way to catch us up. And then whatever people do with the money, do with the money. I think a lot of us black people are starting to understand how money work and doing other things. So I think it won't be as bad as we think. I mean, we still go. If they give us $1 million apiece, 44 million.
If they give us $1 million apiece, they're gonna get half that money back.
Yeah, they're gonna get half that back. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go
Hey,
ahead,
cause,
brother.
hey, cause
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go buy me a motherfucking AMG Benz like soon as
but
they
not
cut
me.
my check.
But they can
No,
get they can get they'll get half of it back. But just to go back to like the Starbucks and stuff. Again, like I say, like private companies, they
Y'all need some goddamn
do.
real estate.
But I just think everybody jumping on
Me
this
too.
thing because it's a way. Because my thing is like 6 months from now when 2021 hit, I want to see where these companies at. How long they gonna be screaming it, right? They all screaming Black Lives Matter, but they trying to blind us with some. Another brother just got killed in Oklahoma City, handcuffed and said he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
I
You know
think
what
I
I'm saying?
seen it on World Star.
Right, and it's like, yeah, Starbucks, yeah, they coming out saying this, and Walmart saying this, and they tearing down Confederate this, but that shit been up for the longest. We don't pay attention to that. Who fucking cares about that? Yeah, I'm glad y'all finally doing that, but is y'all doing it just because this happened? Because if this George Floyd
spotlight
thing
on.
happened, the spotlight on, and I'm saying they know every black person in America is watching companies, seeing what they do, and calling them out. And that's why I say, just because you scream, oh yeah, my employees can wear Black Lives Matter, we'll supply the product. What does that mean? You at
Right.
work. I don't give a fuck what you doing at work. You at
And-
work to get your money. You
and
can't.
then
Yeah.
and then
But hold on.
they wearing it in a
You have to
place you
pass
don't visit
laws.
anyway, so you don't get
My
to see it.
thing is, so my thing is now, right? A week from now, I'm gonna go into Starbucks and I'm gonna see, and I want to see, is it really Black Lives Matter? Because since y'all want to support it, I'm gonna go in there. If I see somebody with a shirt on, I'm gonna have a conversation with them about it, and let's see, do they allow them to express their feelings about it, or are they just saying wear this shit to be on the movement? Because that's what
A
I believe it
mascot.
is. Because if you
Because
say
it's
something,
definitely
you can't retract it the next morning.
because
Go ahead,
it's
brother.
definitely about timing. See, one thing I learned in the last several weeks, in the last several months, and in our lifetime, if any one of you guys on this panel knows one thing, that you know that life is all about a moral compass. You know, it's all about navigating your way through pain of people, not to exploit people's pain. And that's the even playing field that needs to be created in America. The fact that the color of my skin matters, that is too much simplicity in this day and age. And it's time for people to look at us. It's time for us to look at each other exactly for what we are. We're human entities. We're souls. We're entering the earth in a space and a time where we'll never enter it again once we leave. No one has the magic wand and no one has the killer switch. And I think that corporations and information is starting to align. Even the dumbest person, Dion, can pick up a phone and realize, hey, I'm being played. You see what I'm saying, guys? Even, and it's time out. And it's time for black people to recognize that the time is now for you to be appreciated. Don't make it seem like it's just, we shouldn't have it. You kind of see what I'm saying, Arizona?
Yep, I definitely agree. One thing I'm saying is like we gotta be careful with these. To me, I call them like closet racists. Like they want to be all for us in our face, but they not. And I don't want us to, because we as a people, like we accept all races, all people, and we accept all conditions. And I'm just like, at some point, we gotta see what it is. Like these people hopping on it because they want our money, they still want our backing.
They want
our culture.
And at the end of the day, it's the pressure that's getting to them. It's the pressure that's making these people jumping out and say, you know what I'm saying, we got to support this and do this, you know what I'm saying? Because all these companies, Starbucks, a bunch of companies, they marketing scheme is the market doing like the NFL, the NBA, baseball, right? And them sports are dominated by people of color. And they like, oh, we alienate them people. We can't, ain't no damn tennis game showing Starbucks and all that shit. It's just not. They showing insurance commercials. So we know what they doing. And it's just like, man, come on, like you ain't gonna keep playing with us. Like that's how I feel like.
And after that, you can have it. But think about think about how you just solved the problem here. Because, you know, I want you guys to know we're in the season of problem solving. We all know there's a problem, but what's the solution? And then you said something that will stick with me for the rest of my life. It goes to show you how simple and how, how nonchalant and sophisticated that the USA tries to play. Look how you just said that it's 44 million Americans and black Americans, right? And you can give every one of them $1 million to change their whole life. And just think about that for just 1 second. So white people know the game, cuz. You know, the more that they create a scenario where we feel like we're the underdog, the more we'll continue to play as the underdog. Because I was in a season where I played down to my competition. You know, I played down to it. You know, it's just like being a champion. And you go into Milwaukee Bucks, under 500 Milwaukee on a rainy Saturday night. And you know you're the champs of the world, but you play down to the Milwaukee Bucks on this rainy Saturday fucking night. You know? And you and it's like, where does it end? Will we ever see another side? You fucking right, I'm gonna see another side. And you mad because I see the light and you don't? Martin Luther King said it best, that I see the mountaintop, but we may not get there together. Doesn't mean he haven't seen it, cuz. Give black people an opportunity. I'm tired of it.
And just like you were saying, and I know we're getting away from the Starbucks thing, but like even with the money they gave us the money, like it's still like when they say systematic racism, like think of this, like when it's systematic racism.
I ain't get that check. Shit.
And think about this when it's systematic racism, right? And you know how everybody done filled out a job application, right? And they ask you, is you black, white, Asian, Hispanic, or other, right?
All of you
how many of y'all check other?
I do sometimes.
Sometimes
Right.
I do.
Let me tell you how slick they is, right? That don't even matter. You know what they do? They take your address. And they take your address and compare the zip code that you live in to the demographics. And if it's mostly black, they know you black, so they discriminate. So I've learned that you should get a P.O. box. Wherever you live, you should get a P.O. box. If you live in like a mostly black neighborhood, get you a P.O. box in the white neighborhood and use that for everything, because they take your zip code. Even credit card companies do the same thing. They take your zip code and look at the demographics. And they say, even if you don't check black and all that, they look at the demographics in that area and assume that's what you is. Like, and
see, that's what I do. I have a P.O. box.
That's what I'm saying. So even when they give us the millions, like, open the system
I never
up.
knew that.
Yeah, open the system up.
So that's great information. And shit, I need to give me a P.O. box where I work.
Yeah, see, that
I didn't know that. But Jasmine and Brandon, you know, me, Freddie, and Rio did a lot of talking already. So we're gonna wrap this video up with y'all closing thoughts on the Starbucks thing. What could they do better? What you took from it, and what should happen moving forward?
I feel like they should just stuck with their word, because it's no different from when Chick-fil-A said something about the LBG.
Chick-fil-A don't back down.
I know, but they did. When the LBG community came after them.
No, they did not.
They didn't? They didn't donate a check to them?
They probably donated a check, but they didn't back down.
Well, you donate a check, you backing down a little bit.
That's Biden. That's going against your word.
Do you know what happens when you donate money? You know what happens when you donate money?
Is it like a tax write-off?
It's a tax write-off. They didn't give a fuck about that check.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but you're still trying to please your customers. So I feel like they should just kept their word from the beginning. No, you can't wear Black Lives Matter, and just stuck with that.
Okay, Brandon?
I kind of feel 50-50. If I feel you just even said it. I mean, like, why you gotta just? It could have just, if it wasn't no riot, or if it wasn't causing people to leave, or you wasn't losing no money or nothing, why you even had even say that? Why even come out and you can't wear this? Because there's a lot of shit that people wear that I've seen that you shouldn't wear. Big, dumb shit. Ears be down
Yeah.
to their knees and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
don't. I just had a problem with it because it's like, why you had to say that? You ain't have to say that. You know what I'm saying? You could have just kept it how y'all was. Kept the shit how it was. And if it was a problem or people start breaking in y'all shit or some then then whatever. But don't single it out. And then after y'all feel, oh shit, we shouldn't have said that because now, we scared we might lose money and all this. Now I want to sell product and shit like that. So now that's a slap. Then you came back and slapped me again. Then you spit in my face. So now me personally, I'm mad. Like I'm extra pissed at Starbucks. It's like now you walked in shitty water. Now you walking on my white rug. So
Hey,
I ain't never heard that before.
hey, that's a good one. Hey, before you end it though, one more thing about them, right? They Starbucks so slick, dude. Like, so they alienated black people. Then they thought about it. I got to bring that black dollar back. But they also see how much white support we got, and they was gonna cut that off too, because there's a lot of white people that's fully riding with us, and they was gonna cut that off, and that's a big chunk for them.
It's a business move.
Hey,
Everything's a business
okay.
move in America.
The last thing, we wrapping it up now. My thing is that earlier today I saw that the Black Lives Matter T-shirts are being made by white companies.
Yeah.
I think
How
I
the fuck are white companies profiting off selling Black
still,
Lives Matter T-shirts? Bro, that shit blows. It boggles my mind, and that's the shit that needs to be burned down. We need to find out what the address to these places and go burn that shit down. You're white. You can't sell a Black Lives Matter T-shirt.
exactly, because you don't even know. I mean, like you said, it's white people that's genuinely, like you said, real. That's genuinely for us, but you can't tell. And now at this time, if you ain't black, you shouldn't even be saying.
And that's why I'm upset.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. But
if you ain't black,
Ain't
yeah,
no damn love.
Hey,
that's all I'm saying.
thank you for the, but if you ain't black, you shouldn't even
It's
be
not no
saying.
love. It's a business move. Everything in America is
It's a business.
Hey, look, my people out there that are upset, we in this show, my people out there that are upset, if you don't like Starbucks, go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm a Dunkin' Donuts guy myself personally.
hey, I never like how motherfuckers drink out them Starbucks cups anyway. They pinky up and shit.
Yeah.
That shit irritates the fuck out of me.
I can't hold you. I like those Starbucks iced coffee mochas
fuck with 'em.
early in the morning, guys.
Hey, on behalf of everybody on the panel, I'm Dion. We had Brandon tonight, Jasmine, my cousin Freddie, my brother Real. Thank y'all for watching. Starbucks, do better, man, because we're watching now. We
Go
watching.
I ain't fucking
Hey,
with y'all.
Starbucks. Yeah, Starbucks. Let's do better, baby.
We out.
All day, money, power, respect, 3 the hard way.